Do it.
No.
Welcome to We Know LA, where we talk about local news here only in LA, from politics to events upcoming in LA. I'm Vaughn Biernes here with Albert Reyes, Anna Bobadilla, and Tony Romo. I want to talk to you guys about gerrymandering, how it's affecting Koreatown. There's only one Koreatown, and it's split up into 4 districts. Gerrymandering is a type of political system that they use to manipulate votes. And Koreatown, since it's split up into 4 different districts, it's the minority in each of those districts. So say it's split with downtown, the majority is downtown, so they won't care about Koreatown's problems. And if Koreatown had like a water crisis shortage or there was a flood accident and they need a policy to be fixed, for legislation to be passed, it would have to go through all 4 city council members in each of the districts and unanimously be voted on. So if your vote didn't really count if you live in Koreatown, would you advise them to continue voting or just give up? Because their districts won't be redrawn for another 5 years, because it takes 10 years for them to redraw districts.
I don't think giving up would be a good thing, you know.
Duh.
Because then it'll become a habit and people would just stop going
We
all
do not
in
promote
general.
that.
Go and get your votes in.
All in
'cause you wanna
general.
be-
I mean, you know, getting banged, it's gonna happen regardless. But you know, I wouldn't say do not do it. You know, just be more informed about where you are gonna vote and what affects it, which seems to be that's kind of hard.
All right, there are voting booths from the windows over to the walls, and rock the vote, dude.
And I think you also said that there's like 250,000 people
That can vote in each district.
So I think that means like for sure definitely vote. And if you live in Koreatown and you don't want to see the districts being redrawn every 10 years to benefit your city councilman and all those politics, and you want to see actual change in your city, that you should, you know, do what they need to do to make every vote count, like the DNC is working on right now.
Their elections happen every 2 years or so.
So the problem is really with how the district lines are drawn. They're drawn in such a hideous way that it just doesn't make sense.
Well, you should also elect people that are in tune with the community that would want to.
Well, during election season, they all say they're in tune with what we need.
Yeah, you're right. I guess.
Well, on to something fun. I think in Pasadena, what do you have?
Well, first, did you guys know that Vaughn's never been to a concert?
Whoa!
Yeah, he's never been to a concert, and that might change. New experiences call for new places. And Vaughn, you would want to, and everybody else in LA would want to check out this new venue opening up in Pasadena. It's called The Rose. The Rose is is a third project from a guy named Lance Sterling. He opened up 2 other venues called the Canyon in Agora Hills and the Savant in Beverly Hills, and now in Pasadena called The Rose. The Rose focuses on giving you that experience of dinner and entertainment. It specializes on gourmet food, signature drinks, and top-tier entertainment. You can find anything for anyone there. Really, there's going to be showcases for people like Macy Gray, Comedy Night with Don Rickles and Regis Philbin, and LA's favorite Ozone Motley. It's perfect for people who want to go on a date or something to do with friends. It's located right by the Colorado Street area in Pasadena. It has a vibrant nightlife, and you definitely want to go check that out. You guys want to go see something, and you guys want to take Vaughn to his
I would love to see Macy Gray because I'm like a huge fan.
What's his name? The guy was
Lance Sterling.
Lance Sterling. He said he did other 2. Yeah, this is third venue.
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur local entrepreneur, and he's been focusing on building new venues in different places.
Oh, is he making all these with the same kind of engineering structure?
Yeah, kind of the same concept.
Intimate.
Yeah.
And does he is he controlling what type of persons he brings into the venue, or does it matter?
I feel like depending on what area you're in. No, I think it's for everyone because, musical acts or entertainment is for everyone to enjoy.
And for me, you recommended it for me because I've never been to a concert.
Yeah,
before.
and I would love for you to be in somewhere intimate to be like, oh, I get it. Like, this is what concerts are really
and
about.
He said eating
gourmet food.
Sit down at a table 4 course while I'm watching something.
I wouldn't
going on?
necessarily say like a full meal, but if you're hungry, there's great food. There's great food for you, and there's great drinks. I mean, they have their own signature specialty drinks, and they also have just stuff that you would want to get over the counter.
Alright, as for someone who doesn't know who Macy Gray is, I'm sorry. Like, who do you recommend me see? Like, comedian, musician?
Comedians. I like comedy.
Well, you know Regis.
I would
come
say
on.
something. I would say like a fun show that is happening and in the venue. Go check out Ozomatli. You can find all that information on www.roseconcert.com.
And the most important part, where's the parking? What's the parking?
Yeah,
Figure it out. I honestly tell you, like, figure it out. And we're gonna toss it out now over to
Tony.
Tony. Yes, thank you, Vaughn.
How's it going, guys? My story today is about the empowering a board, a particular board that would have control over the whole DWP, and it's imposed by Felipe Fuentes, and it's under a ballot right now. Basically, what they want to do is they want to have these people that would kind of like regulate everything. You know, they would foresee the hiring process, the charging process. In that sense, it sounds good, but in the other sense, you know, like we talked about corrupt people, we don't know how they would put their own influences in that kind of board. Currently, the people that run it right now, which are city politicians, they have completely screwed it up. You know, they've done the trustees have spent $660,000 on travel and over years. Charges with misappropriating more than $4 million in public funds.
And I kind of want to differentiate myself between you guys because you guys agree with this central thing, but Felipe Fuentes, he's in the San Fernando Valley. That's where his district is, and LA County is so big, it's bigger than most states in the US, and to have just one district govern over all the water and energy of all of LA, I don't really agree with that, especially if he doesn't know the rest of LA.
I don't know, that it could be similar to your own story then, if you want to look at it that way. I mean, councilmen living in different places and representing different places and lines being drawn, and there's, you know, how many council members and
15.
all of that. Yeah, 15, and then I think that depending on who is running the water district, it is important that we have one, so that everything is equal in that way. Because why would everything be charged or ran differently just because you live in a different area? Does that mean that because you can afford better housing, that the people who live in South Central don't need that same
Quality of
water or the same quality of pipes? Just because the rich can afford it, I believe this is what we are dealing with in real life right now. Like, not that we're not in real life, but you know what I mean. You know.
You know, you have these guys malusing the money. It's kind of like, why should we bail you guys out again? It's that some same scenario, you know.
And you said the Mayor Garcetti supports this.
Yeah, Mayor Garcetti is for it. You know, he thinks it's a good idea to have one group, you know, foreseeing all that operation, because it can get confusing, you know.
Yeah, I guess you would want a group that will hold itself accountable for the kind of expenses and the kind of, I guess, regulation that they really want to impose on water usage. So I feel like something like this would be beneficial to the city because you bring in new blood, you bring in a different perspective, and you want people to actually, you would want to hire people that are actually, you know, have good intentions and actually want to do their job right into keeping the water system or usage properly. Now we're going to pass it over to Anna. Anna, what do you have for us this week?
Okie dokie. So we have this awesome brand called Reformation that has a store here off of Melrose in Los Angeles. And this brand is so amazing. You will learn that I am super environmentally friendly and I appreciate this stuff. So this brand uses all kinds of recycled clothing, and they reform them into really, really cute clothing. The average person gets rid of 68 pounds of clothes every year that waste away in a dump that takes up to 200 years to go away because we don't use organic cotton. but just sits in a landfill, just sits in a landfill and just wastes away and puts all this awful carbon dioxide into our earth. And if you shop at Reformation, they calculate how much water goes into each piece of clothing and how much carbon dioxide is put out into the earth. And they try to reduce it every single year to reduce their carbon footprint. And I just think it's super awesome. And it's definitely a little bit pricey, but I think it's worth it.
A little bit.
Because, hey, it costs a little to look really good. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's recycled clothes. How good can you look?
Yeah.
No, they're really cute. They're classic pieces, and I'm telling you that they are not like the Forever 21 stuff that when you stick it in the washer or the dryer, it's dead. And they give so many tips on how to take care of your clothes, how to reduce your carbon footprint, how to just to be a better person in general. And if you follow them on Instagram, they do meatless Mondays. They just do all this stuff to like.
And these things to do they get it on the receipt when they purchase this stuff, or like?
No, it's like on their Instagram. It's on their website.
So I guess you have to be part of their movement.
Their movement, yeah. But if you do purchase something, like I said, they are trying to reduce all the waste. Any waste, and I think this is really good.
Question for you. Let's say, for instance, got two questions. Is the variety of the type of clothes that they sell there, is it it's not clearly it's not high end, but do they make it look like it's high end?
I think it's high
Or
end.
is it
They're
like
asking sometimes, at least I would say a dress ranges from $98 to $250, and for one of their recycled and wedding dresses that they do is almost $450. So I would consider this high end. This is some pretty pricey stuff. They do have a couple things under the $98 range.
A shirt that's under $98.
Kanye prices.
That's why I'm gonna go on Kanye and get that, the Yeezus, all that stuff, like the auto mechanic muscle shirt, oily. I'm gonna go with that instead.
So is it only female?
It is only female, but like I have said and I will say again, if you're gonna put the good stuff in your body, you're gonna put the good stuff on your back.
It's beautiful.
So.
One more question. Let's say, for instance, this company. Well, not necessarily. Exactly. This company is focusing on reducing all this, carbon dioxide, and this is for their company. But what are they actually doing out there for, let's say, for the environment as part of reducing, what are, I guess, not charities, but what other environmental groups are they associated with?
So one of my favorite words that you use is transparent, and this company is definitely transparent. So they have a list of companies they use and guidelines that they like to follow, and they only work with companies who have a similar belief system to their own, which means they work with people with fair wages, who treat their workers good, who are not going to be exploited, who do not do child labor. They work with people who they use recycled energy to make the materials. They use things like Tencel, and they use plants that grow quickly. It's not. They just do everything in their power to really reform everything. It's like a whole reformation of clothing, of the way you shop, and I think it's presto.
What website do you want them to go check this place out?
Reformation.com and on Melrose, and they also have a New York City store if you ever join us.
Okay.
Reform.
Boom.
And that is We Know LA. Hope you like what you see and hope you want to see more. Just like the video if you like it or dislike it, and let us know in the comments what we should talk about next.
Don't forget to go to the site to see extended versions of our stories, or read the complete versions of our stories.
And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can follow us through and through for each week or every episode that comes out.
Peace.